I came across this a while ago in one of the model railway magazines. I can't remember now which one it was. I think it might have been Model Rail magazine. And as you can see, you see straight away it's a ballast spreading device. And now I forgot all about it, and I came across it again when I was on the DCC Supplies website. I was looking for some bass reflex speakers for my Class 37s to, to go down in the fuel tanks, and I came across this again. I think it was called either Ballast Mate or Gravel Boy or something like that it's called. Anyway, it's I think it's a German kit, so I decided to get one anyway to give it a try, because we all know what the job of ballasting tracks like. It's very boring to say the least. So I thought, well, any way that I can get it done a little bit quicker and a bit easier has got to be a good thing. So as I say, when I ordered my speakers, I also ordered one of these, and it comes in kit form. You have to glue it together. There's not many pieces to it. There's only about 5 or 6 pieces, and it slots together there. You can see where I'm pointing there. You've got the slots where it all sort of fits together. If we spin it around, have a look at the other side, and you've got the slots there and there and there also, and also on the back as well where it fits together, and on the front. It took about 10 minutes for it to fix it together. I actually used epoxy glue on mine, which seems to have got a really good hold. I was going to use cyano, but I went for epoxy because I think epoxy you get a better hold with it having a slightly longer curing time. Now looking at it, you can see you've got the 2 sides, and you've got each end here and here. You've also got the sloped bit in the middle, obviously, is where the gravel runs down. And if we just tip it up on its side, you can see down in the bottom there, there's the hole where it comes out in between the tracks, on the shoulders of the track rather, and in between the track. Now if I flip it upside down, you see it's got 2 brushes on it. You've got a brush here at the front, and you've also got a brush here at the rear. The brush here at the front, that spreads the gravel between the tracks, between the rails, and the one at the back spreads the gravel on the outsides, on the shoulders. And you can see here you've also got these grooves here. There's 2 there, and there's also 2 in the front section there, and obviously the grooves sit over the rails themselves to make sure that the device is sitting square on the track. Now if I put it on the track, and I'm hoping doing this one-handed to show you it in use in a minute anyway. As I say, it comes in kit form. It's relatively easy to put together. I had read, and I can't remember where it was now, but anyway, people were buying these, and the bits where they fit in together here, these were actually quite tight fit. You couldn't sort of just push it together and then glue it. Some of the tabs on the plastic had to be actually filed to make them fit into the holes. But I didn't have that problem with mine. Mine went together no problem at all. The only thing that I had to do was this front brush here, this one down here, for the one that spreads the gravel between the rails. When I was using this, the whole brush was actually sliding from side to side a little bit inside the hole where it sits. So what I had to do was, I had to, I'll bring it here and let you have a look. If you see the gap down there, I had to just put the brush in place as best I could, and then just drip some epoxy glue on top of the brush to hold it, just to prevent it from going from side to side as it was. It was sort of, it was working fine, and then the brush would move, and then it was spreading the ballast the opposite way to, well, not the opposite way, but a different way to what it should have been anyway. But that's the unit sitting on the track there anyway. It's dead easy to align. As I say, you've got those 4 grooves that line it up with the track. Now the ballast that I'm going to be using, amongst other colours and grades, I've got this Woodland Scenic medium grey ballast, light grey ballast. I don't know if you can make the label out very clearly, but that's a ballast I'm going to be using anyway. I'm going to be using different grades and colours of Woodland Scenic's ballast, but I just got this one bag for now, just sort of try this this gravel device out. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll pour some in. You can see the gravel going in there. I don't know how much I use, but how much I'll need for to do this short stretch of track. But anyway, that's the gravel in the unit there. So, and what you have to do is, quite simply, you just pull back. You pull back, but you have to keep, I think you've got to keep the speed constant with it. It's there's a sort of like a little bit of a knack to using it. You've just got to get the speed, you know, that you pull the unit back, you've got to get that just right. Otherwise you don't quite get the effect you want. But I'll give it a go anyway. I've only used it a couple of times. I mean, obviously by the time when I come to use it for to gravel my layout properly, I'll have experimented a lot more with it, you know, so I'll be able to use it a lot easier, and I'll have the speed right at the, you know, the speed it has to be pulled back over. But yeah, we'll go anyway. We'll just pull it back and let you have a look. There we go. And if you can see there, I don't know if you can see very clearly, but the ballast has gone between the track, and you've also got the shoulders of ballast at each side of the track. Here, you can just see there where I'm pointing, there, and at the other side you've got the shoulders there. Now you do have to tidy it up a little bit with a brush. As you can see, there is a few quite a few grains of ballast in between the tracks, which is on top of the sleepers, which you don't really want. So what you would have to do there is you just have to go along with you know, the brush, and just sort of like try and brush them in as best you could. It's a little bit of a fiddly job, but it's certainly quicker using one of these devices for the ballast your track than what it would be trying to do it, you know, sprinkling the glue in, and then, well, I mean, you've got to use glue anyway, but you know, doing it the way we used to do it before these things came along, where you were spreading the glue in, the ballast in by hand and brushing it into place and then letting it go off. This is a whole lot quicker way. The only thing that I would say would give a much better effect with this is if, when you ballast your track, if you're laying your track on cork, on chamfered cork, you would really get the effect of the shoulder of the ballast there. It doesn't quite run down the way, well, it's not too bad. That's pretty much okay. I mean, I'll be quite happy with that on a layout, but I'll be using the chamfered cork strip or cork roll to lay my track on, so I think it'll give a better effect with the ballast once the ballast just drops down to the shape of the chamfered cork, and then you'll automatically have the shoulders on the track. But that's the unit working anyway. As I say, it's, you know, it's a lot quicker. I mean, that stretch there, just doing that little bit there, that's what, maybe it's about the length of a Hornby R600 straight section. It just took seconds for to do it, you know. It's a lot quicker, so I'm well pleased with that. That'll be a great time-saving device when I come to ballast the layout. So I just thought I would show you that anyway. As I said, I think there's a few different kinds on the market, and I may well have bought a different one had I not seen this one in the Model Rail magazine. I'm sure it was Model Rail I seen it in, but as I say, I'd forgot all about it, and I came across it again in the DCC Supplies website. As I say, I was looking for bass reflex speakers, and I seen it there, so I thought, well, when I order the speakers, I'll get a one as well and give it a go and see what it's like. But as I say, you know, you've got to perfect the you've got to sort of perfect the speed at which you withdraw the unit back on the track, just to get an even spread. I mean, I've tried it at different speeds, and you still get these odd grains on the sleepers. There doesn't seem to be anything you can do about that. I mean, maybe a different type of ballaster would maybe do a slightly better job, but I mean, for what there's there, it wouldn't take much brushing off. It wouldn't be too much of a problem to do that, and then you would just secure it in your normal way with the PVA, the diluted PVA glue, and then just move on to your next section or whatever you want to do. So right, well, thanks for watching that, and I suppose I'll have to get started and get all this brush back up again now, but I hope to speak to you soon anyway. So thanks again for watching. Thank you, bye.